Okay. You may recognize this GIF of Cardi B from Jimmy Fallon's The Tonight Show. This was the most used GIF of 2018, being seen over 282 million times. GIFs? We use them every day. They're fun ways of expressing yourself in the digital world. They've changed the way we choose to react to others, to news, and our culture. The 30-year-old technology that almost faced extinction is now shaping the future of communication. This is how GIFs broke the internet. You're watching The Deets, a show where we demystify the technologies that are shaping the future. Does anyone actually know what GIF means? Well, it stands for Graphic Interchangeable Format, and Webster's defines it as a computer file format for the compression and storage of visual digital information. The GIF was created in 1987 by developer Stephen Wilhite of the tech giant CompuServe. It was a way to create an image and exchange it between computers without taking up too much storage. GIFs in 1987 didn't look like the ones we have now. They were still images. Later, the LZW algorithm was introduced to allow the images to loop, creating the version of the GIF we now know and love. For many years, the GIF was mainly used as a tool for companies while they developed their online properties. They were clip art images, or they were site under construction notices. The early 2000s were a bleak time for GIFs. They were almost phased out into extinction due to a few things. First, the company that created the algorithm that allowed GIFs to loop, they wanted to cash in on their patent, and were looking for compensation to use the format. Another reason GIFs almost died out is because of the introduction of other free file formats such as PNGs, TIFFs, and so on. But the internet couldn't quite let go of the GIF, and it survived. In the late 2000s, they transformed from being used as a tool or utility to a way to spice up content or entertain your friends. We saw a resurgence in GIFs thanks to social media, and specifically platforms like Tumblr and Reddit, where GIFs flourished. Also, with the introduction of the iPhone and other smart devices, along with the app era, GIFs started to become more accessible for everyone. It seems though that in just the last couple of years, GIFs have really blown up. I mean, every time something happens and the internet breaks, GIFs are one of the main ways people react. Heck, there's even been single GIFs that have broken the internet themselves. They're a ubiquitous form of media in every aspect of our digital lives, and that's mostly thanks to Giphy, the GIF industry leader. Similar to GIFs, Giphy blew up in a viral way.
I only sent it to 4 friends because it was supposed to be our secret way to find GIFs. In the first day, it really was. We were the most popular site on the internet. Everyone loved us. By the second day, everyone hated us and told us it was the most horrible thing that was ever created and that we suck. You saw this first peak in the first week. I think 1 million people showed up, and then it like leveled out to about 300,000 people. So you don't need that many people to go pretty big. So we knew we had something, and it just was about figuring out what the exact something was that would make it a viral behavior that would just go beyond just kind of a fad. And what we found is no one had really figured out a way to put search into messaging. How do you get people while they're having conversations to go search for the internet and find content and then bring it in and then send it? That behavior didn't exist.
People use Giphy because, well, it's fun, but also because they're the biggest and most widely used GIF search engine around.
We're probably one of the most integrated APIs in the world. People understand that there's trust and there's safety in what we're doing. There's also the brand behind it. We have a very interesting point of view on our content and how we curate. And so I think that's kind of what has helped get us integrated everywhere. We probably do hit everyone in the world at some point in the month.
Each day, 300 million people are sending 2 billion GIFs to each other using Giphy. That means the average person sends about 6.6 GIFs per day, which may seem low, especially when you see how much they get used in a group chat when you're roasting your friends. But for real, that's a lot of GIFs being sent each day, and it's changing the way we communicate with others. Think about it like this. Back in the old days when roasting a friend, you'd only be able to use the phrase burn afterwards. Well, now you can type that phrase into Giphy, and hundreds of different ways to say the word burn will come up. In my opinion, GIFs are one of the funnest ways to communicate. And for about 300 million others, they feel the same way and are having as much fun as I am using Giphy.
We think Giphy is a positive force on the internet. We once calculated like the number of laughs we had in a day just by counting how many laugh and humor tags that were being searched. It was like millions of laughs a day. Anything that puts out 1 million laughs on the internet every day can't be that bad.
What's cool one week is not cool the next, and you don't want to be that person using last week's GIF. Giphy is the same way that they have to continue to stay fun and fresh with the rapid pace of media and culture. And most importantly, keep their users happy.
To be on top of culture, what we do is we have a whole editorial team here that makes sure that we're on top of what's going on now. So it is very much like news and entertainment. It's evolving every day. We have tens of thousands of content partners that upload content to the site every day. And then we have an editorial team that picks out the best things that are going on.
The internet is always changing, and the future is really only seconds away. GIFs will continue to affect our communication in the future, and to keep their lights on and our laughs going, Giphy has to think ahead.
It's all about short form content, so we know the future it's really going to be 15 seconds or less of content. What would MTV look like if it was in your messaging app? What would every cable channel, every media company that's in New York, if it could get into messaging, what would it be like? And that's the future. The future really is short form entertainment inside of messaging. And that's kind of what we've been working on.
In the future, will we use GIFs as our entire form of communication? I hope so. I'm basically already there. Or will we only communicate in 15-second snippets? Who knows? GIFs have been around since before the internet, and at this rate, we think they'll be there even after it's gone. Do you think it's GIF or GIF? Let us know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, like, share, and subscribe. And if there are any tech topics you want us to dive into more, comment them below. Until next time, I'm Riley Wynn with Digital Trends, and thanks for watching.